Hello everyone, Akshay here. Welcome to Shivas Techzone. In today's video, we are building a Canvas app from a scratch without using any templates. So let's start it. Let's click on create and we'll click on Canvas app from blank. And today we are using a phone view over here and we will give a name for this. So we have provided the name. So let's click on create. Yeah, it is done. So first we will provide a name for the screen, which is home screen. Here we will add one image and provide. If you want to add a background image for this, then you can just go for a properties of the screen and here is a background image. Just click on add an image file. I already downloaded 3 files for a background, so let's choose this one, background image, and just click on open. Click on insert tab and add a button. So we will just change the name color of this button, and even we will change the name of this and we will make it as login. We can change the color from here. So as of now we will keep it as a gray or whitish, like whatever convenient for you. Now so we can change the label color to the black, which is login button is ready for us. So we will create one more screen over here. So we can click on new screen. There are plenty of options as of now. We can create a scrollable screen, list screen. So I will make a further videos on this. As of now we'll click on blank screen and we can rename this to employee screen, as we can make it as employee details screen. Now let's provide a header for this. To provide a header, we have to choose a rectangle. So we'll click on insert and we will add a rectangle for our app, and we can match height and width of it, like what is convenient for your application. As of now I'm giving this color and I can change this to gray color, and I can add one label for this saying my employee details. We are done with adding a header and label for that, and if you want we can change the fill color of the background screen if you want. So I will give gray and also I will reduce the opacity of that. So let's make, yeah, this is perfect. So now let's navigate from home screen to employee screen. To do that, click on this button, go to on select and give here navigate, and we can give the screen name employee details screen. And if you want, there are plenty of other transactions. We can make it as screen cover, right, fade. I usually use a fade because it doesn't have a much effect, but it looks standard for me. So let's do a preview of this. So this is our first screen. If you click on login, it will take you to the employee details screen. And let's add a data source for this now. To add a data source, click on this data and click on add data over here, and we can select like what data source you want. Like now for this application what we are building, we are using a SharePoint, so I will just choose a SharePoint. It will take 2-3 seconds to load all my sites. So we are using testing for test. For now I am using a test list data set. So once my data set is added over here, then just go and we can keep one text box. This text box we are using for searching the records. We can make it like, remove this, and in hint we can give it like search, and also we will add one icon from here and we will make it as search. Perfect. Now to showcase the data, we will be using, we click on plus icon over here, or directly we can choose from this insert ribbon. So we click on gallery and we will get a vertical gallery from here, and we can adjust it accordingly, and we will provide here at the data source. Now there is none, and this is a pre-built collection from the Power Apps just for showcasing how the gallery will look like. So we'll click here and we will choose our test list. There are plenty of people's like employees in this list, so we don't want image, then we can just go and we can directly change the image. If you have some other data source, then we can change from here. And if you really don't want the image and you don't want to keep any images in the gallery, then we can just we can just remove that. We'll just go to the gallery, and here you are able to see, right, there are layouts. Click on this layout. If you want, we can keep blank. Now we will keep like title, body and subtitle. Yeah, here we go. So this is a list of employee I have in a SharePoint list. So now what we are doing, like once they click on this icon, so it has to go to another screen and it has to show us the complete details of this particular employee. Yes, for that we have to make a one more screen, and we will rename it as employee details screen. I usually like to provide a naming convention for screens and components of Power App which all I'll be using, so it doesn't cause any confusion in future. Now we have to provide a header and label for this, right? What if we have only one header and every time we can just change the label? It will be very handy for us, right? For that we can create one component where we can keep a constant header, and we can reuse the same component in all our screens. So my next video will be on the components, and also we will showcase how we can reuse it and how we can give a input and how we can give a output from a components. So now just we will copy paste these components from here. So Power App has feasibility. We can copy paste all the components from one screen to another screen. So we can make it as employee. We can make it as employee personal details. And now we will get a form from here, which is display form. So we'll just get this form and we will fix it in our screen, and we can add our data source as a test list. And when we click on that gallery, only particular employee details has to populate. For that we can just go back to the employee details screen and we can get the name of this particular screen. I usually like to make it like this, and we can just give in items employee gal employee details dot selected. So what will be selected in the previous screen will pre-populate over here. So on this button we will just give like navigate to employee details screen. So from here, once they click on this arrow button, this particular details of Akshay can be populated over here, like what is the title, employee ID, whom this guy is tagged to, what is its designation, and what's the salary of that employee. And we are done with the employee personal details screen. So here we left with the search bar, right, to make this avail. So now we are directly connecting to the data source. So we will just once they see now, if we click here like search with Akshay, we are not able to search because we didn't write any functionality for this gallery. So to write that functionality, so we just come here and we will write like search, then we will give on what basis you have to search. We have to provide that it should be a text. So in our cases we can give the text box here, txt search box dot text. Then we can give a criteria on what basis we have to um, search this particularly. So in my scenario it's title. So now it is available, right? So now if I click if I search with Akshay, I can see only that particular record. And if I want to search with Riker, okay, R, it will populate like all are present in R alphabet. And if I want to search with Vigna, then even it is available. But you guys can observe there is a yellow rectangle over here, which is delegation, right? So I usually won't like to keep this yellow triangle even in my beginner video. So uh, to remove that, we can use one more function which is known as filter, and we can just give a data source name as test list, and I can keep like starts with function, and I can give like on what criteria it has to start. In my case it's title, and I can give the text box name what was their initial, like text box search text. Then I can just close this brackets. See, now there is an no delegation warning for us, everything is clean. And also I will make a further videos on delegations, like how can we get rid of the delegations. Now let's see panel. Yeah, it's same work, it will work like same, right? It doesn't have any problem now. Okay, so let's start with the home screen. Yeah, with this just click on login. We'll be getting employee details screen where we can search with the name of Akshay. And once you find this particular person, if you want to check a complete details of the particular person, you can just click here, and here we go, we get complete details. And here we can just click on the save as, and there is a two option, we can keep it on cloud or we can keep it on our local machines. So I will just keep it on cloud as of now and just click on save. Yeah, the app is saved now. So let's see how our app look in preview. So just go to open, and here we get all the applications what we have created. Just click on this. It will take some seconds. Here we can directly open this, and if you want to play it in a preview mode, just go back, just go to apps, click on this 3 ellipse and make it as play. It will take, yeah. Here we go. So just click on login. So we get all the employee details. Here we can check with Akshata, and here we can see all the details of particular employee. That's it for today, guys. Let's meet up for next video. Thank you.